Noah Berkenkamp Kahan, born January 1st, 1997, is an American singer-songwriter who signed with Republic Records in 2017. His breakthrough single, Hurt Somebody, achieved gold status in the USA and charted in multiple international markets. The single and EP of the same name preceded the release of his debut album, Busyhead 2019. Within 5 years, 2 more albums followed, I Was, I Am 2021 and Stick Season 2022, the second of which went on to be his mainstream commercial breakthrough and led to his nomination in 2023 for the Grammy Award for Best New Artist. Early life and education. Kahan was born in Stratford, Vermont, where he grew up on a tree farm. His father, Josh Kahan, taught him to play guitar, while his mother, Lori Berkenkamp, who wrote parenting guides for a living, taught him to write. His father is Jewish and his mother is Christian. Kahan has stated that his Jewish roots play a large part in his identity. He is the third of 4 children. Kahan began writing songs at age 8 and uploaded them to SoundCloud and YouTube, where his music began to gain exposure. He received his first guitar at age 10. He attended Hanover High School in Hanover, New Hampshire. Career 2017 to 2021. Busyhead and I Was, I Am Kahan first went on tour at the age of 19, opening for Milky Chance. In 2017, Kahan signed with Republic Records. He moved in New York City and also spent time in Los Angeles and Nashville. Kahan cites some of his inspirations as being Paul Simon, Yusuf Islam, Cat Stevens, Counting Crows, Hozier, Sam Fender, Mumford & Sons, and Green Day. In 2018, Kahan was featured on the song Tough by Quinn 92. The song was released on December 11, 2018. In 2019, he released his debut album, Busyhead. The album featured the single Hurt Somebody featuring Julia Michaels, which peaked at number 24 on the Billboard Hot Rock chart, marking his first appearance on any U.S. charts. Kahan returned to Vermont at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. There, he wrote his EP, Cape Elizabeth, over the course of a week, releasing it in May 2020. On his official TikTok account, Kahan admitted in a video that the only song of his that he listens to is Maine from this EP. In late 2020, he returned to Los Angeles, where he worked on recording his second album, I Was, I Am. The album was released on September 17, 2021. The album did not have any mainstream hits. 2022 to 2025. Stick Season and Breakthrough. In October 2020, Kahan began posting viral TikTok videos showcasing the first verse of what would become the hit single, Stick Season. Over the next 2 years, he uploaded more snippets of the song and teased other songs from his forthcoming third studio album, leading Stick Season to become viral before it was even released. On July 8, 2022, he finally released the full version of the song to the public. Kahan says Stick Season is the kind of song he wanted to write, moving away from his pop-heavy projects in the past to a folk-centric project. He released the single Northern Attitude prior to the album's release. On October 14, 2022, Kahan released his third studio album, the 14-track Stick Season, which was produced by Gabe Simon. The album debuted at number 14 on the Billboard 200, his first appearance on the chart, launching him into mainstream success and helping make him a recognizable figure within the music world. On June 9, 2023, Kahan released a deluxe version of the album titled Stick Season, We'll All Be Here Forever, which features 7 additional tracks, including an extended version of the single The View Between Villages. After the release of Stick Season, We'll All Be Here Forever, he released tracks on the album with added collaborations from other artists, starting with Dial Drunk with Post Malone. Additional collaborations include Call Your Mom with Lizzie McAlpine, She Calls Me Back with Casey Musgraves, Northern Attitude with Hozier, Everywhere Everything with Gracie Abrams, and Homesick with Sam Fender. Kahan also collaborated with American country star Zach Bryan on the single Sarah's Place from Bryan's Boys of Faith EP. The single peaked at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100. Kahan was nominated for Best New Artist at the 66th Annual Grammys Awards, marking his first Grammy nomination. In 2023, he was included as one of Time magazine's Time 100 Next. On January 5, 2024, Stick Season became #1 on the UK singles chart, marking the first #1 of the year and Kahan's first chart topper of his career. In February, the single also hit #1 on the Australian area charts. In April 2024, Stick Season hit a new peak on the Billboard Hot 100 at 9, the highest position of Kahan's career. In late January, Kahan revealed a final version of the Stick Season album, Stick Season Forever. Also produced by Simon, the new rendition of the album contains all the collaboration projects since the release of Stick Season, Will All Be Here Forever, including a new track titled Forever and 2 new collaborations on You're Gonna Go Far with Brandi Carlile and Paul Revere with Gregory Alan Isakov. The expanded album was released on February 9th, 2024. In the same year, Kahan announced a live album, Live from Fenway Park, which was released on August 30th. Vermont Governor Phil Scott proclaimed Thursday, September 19th, 2024, as Noah Kahan's Busyhead Project Day in Vermont. Kahan founded the Busyhead Project as an initiative to provide resources and information to Vermonters struggling with mental health issues. Kahan performed a sold-out benefit concert that night, having all proceeds going to Vermont-based mental health organizations. In 2025, Kahan performed at the Glastonbury Festival. The Great Divide. On January 28, 2026, Kahan made a post on his Instagram announcing that he would release his new album, The Great Divide, on April 24, 2026. Kahan wrote and recorded The Great Divide in a variety of settings, ranging from next to a piano in Nashville to next to a pond in Guilford, Vermont, as well as in a legendary studio in upstate New York and on a farm with a fire tower in Only, Tennessee. On January 30th, 2026, Kahan released the first leading single to the album, The Great Divide. Following this, Kahan released the second leading single, Porch Light, on March 13th, 2026. Personal life. In July 2022, Kahan moved with his then-girlfriend, Brenna Nolan, to Watertown, Massachusetts, part of Greater Boston. On August 23, 2025, Kahan and Nolan held a private marriage ceremony in Kahan's hometown. Kahan has openly discussed his experiences with anxiety, depression, and body dysmorphia. He writes music about his mental health. However, he is known to make light of his struggles with jokes on social media and in concert. Discography. Main article. Discography. Noah Kahan discography. Busyhead 2019, I Was, I Am 2021, Stick Season 2022, The Great Divide 2026. Tours, headlining the Busyhead Tour 2019, the I Was, I Am Tour 2021, the Stick Season Tour 2022-2023, the Stick Season Will All Be Here Forever 2024, The Great Divide Tour 2026, Opening Act Ben Folds and Anderson East 2017, Milky Chance 2017, The Strumbellas 2017, George Ezra, The Staying at Tamra's Tour 2018, Dean Lewis 2018, 2019, James Bay, The Electric Light Tour 2019, Dermot Kennedy, The Sonder Tour 2023.